What the? Ooh, piece of candy. Nice. So, there's a certain member of my household, who shall remain nameless. No, let's name her, it's my wife, who seems to be allergic to having a phone that doesn't have a broken screen. This is her Huawei Mate 9, and as you can see, it's pretty dinged up, to the point where the screen barely functions. It's got all of these weird glitches and various dangerous glass shards coming off it. Recently, my daughter tried to bite it, which was kind of the nail in the coffin. But the thing is, this is the third time in about a year that this screen has been broken. So I'm sick of buying expensive screens or getting it fixed at a repair shop or going through the warranty process. Instead, this time I've decided to turn phone repairer, and I've bought a cheap screen off eBay, and I'm going to see if I can fix this bad boy myself. I've also got a tempered glass screen protector. That, coupled with the bumper case, will hopefully get us at least a couple of months. Hopefully more. So, fingers crossed, I don't destroy this phone today. G'day guys, you're with Pete. Welcome to Pete's Makerspace. Okay, let's have a look at what we got here. Okay, wow. So, what did we get? We got some packing material, some form of invoice, some tools. Beautiful. As far as I can tell from some of the guides on the internet that I've looked at thus far, we're going to need all of these, and an LCD touchscreen mobile phone accessory, which looks like it is the right one. Beautiful. Alright, I'm going to keep that closed for the moment. As you can see here, the screen from the last repair job isn't even flush with the chassis of the phone. That screen is supposed to be sitting inside this frame section here. And the last time I got it repaired, they said to me there's something about the frame being bent. Some rubbish like that. It meant that they couldn't get it all the way in. So it's essentially set it up to fail because it meant that these edges are now exposed. And the weak points, like around where the headphone socket are, create weak spots where pressure can cause the glass to crack. We're going to have to make sure we get it all the way into the frame this time. So this isn't really a tutorial video as much as it is a public service announcement that this kind of cost-saving measure is possible for the average nerd. Although I should probably say that before you attempt to perform any kind of DIY maintenance on high-performance electronics like your mobile phone, you need to take stock of how confident you are with tiny things like jeweler's screws and how comfortable you are with risks like voiding warranties or potentially bricking your device. Also, don't assume that just because Huawei made a device that's easily repaired, that other manufacturers like Nokia or Samsung will follow suit. Having said that, this phone is just in that sweet spot where it's over a year old, so it's not entirely new, but it's not old enough to justify throwing it away and replacing it. Combine that with a glut of replacement parts available on sites like AliExpress and eBay and a wealth of step-by-step repair tutorials on YouTube, and we end up with a perfect opportunity to save money by doing it ourselves. I found this screen online for just $55 shipped. The previous screen repair cost me over $250, so that's a pretty sweet price, assuming I can successfully effect the repairs. Alright, before you start this process, make sure you have the right part. This is the original screen taken off the phone, and you can see it's got this glass section, but it's also glued to this metal frame. When I was buying the screen, cheaply, there were two different derivatives of the screen I could buy. One which had just the screen and one which had the frame attached. Naively, I didn't understand what that meant at the time. And most of the tutorial videos that I've seen haven't really gone into that level of detail. But from what I can see now, as an amateur, there's no way I can separate this frame from this original screen, either without sending glass flying everywhere or leaving the original frame somewhat damaged or bent. So we are now 3 or 4 weeks down the track, and I've bought a new screen, which sort of defeats the purpose of doing this cheaply, I understand. And as you can see, this new screen comes with the metal frame pre-attached, which should make this whole process a lot easier, given that I don't have to separate the metal frame from the original device to reattach the new screen, just so that you can see the difference between the two. So here is the screen without the metal frame, and here is the screen with the metal frame. They look pretty much identical. Very difficult to identify when you're buying these parts from places like AliExpress, but lesson learned. Let's continue. Right, so new screen with frame in hand at pretty much the same price of $65 shipped, and we're still ahead compared to the $250 price tag of the professional repair. Even though this video makes it seem like I performed this screen replacement in mere minutes, it was actually around 2 to 3 hours of work. Make sure you don't rush, pay careful attention to online tutorials, question everything you see. You're ultimately responsible for your repair, so don't assume that video tutorials will tell the whole story. If you've got a Huawei Mate 9 and you're looking to fix your screen, I'll place links to the YouTube content that helped me repair mine in the video description below. Sweet! That was a really good exercise. So, not really a tutorial video today, but definitely I would call it a life hack. Buying a screen online for a third or a quarter of the price of what it would cost me to get it repaired, and doing it myself. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you did, don't forget to give it the thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Until next time, stay curious, committed, and creative. This is Pete from Pete's Makerspace, out.